Let us discuss the self from the Eastern and Western perspective. So this will just be a mixing discussion. So the self from the Eastern and Western perspective. So at the end of this lesson, the student should be able to, number one, highlight the cultures, practice in different regions, and find the similarities and differences of each. Define the Western culture which influences the individual's behavior, and discuss the Confucian thought and how does it help in spiritual development of the individual. So let's start with the culture and other perspective. Culture is defined as the way of life of group of people. Again, question, paano nabubuo ang culture? It is created because of what? Again, my question is how does culture is created? Paano nabubuo ang isang culture? Because okay, sino yung group of people who share the same beliefs? Anong tawag sa kanila? Very good. They are the society. So you have to remember that culture is created because society is existing. Okay? Nag-exist ang society. And culture is the way of life of group of people. And that group of people is known as the society. And culture is about what can and how can a society influence how people think and behave as a person or as a human being. And at this chapter or in this lesson, meron tayong dalawang i-discuss from the Eastern perspective and from the Western perspective. Tatandaan nyo that if we are talking about the Western perspective, we are also talking about the individualistic culture. Okay? Individualistic culture, kasi pag sinabi nating individualistic culture, it emphasizes individualism or individualistic self. At in this culture, people are seen as independent and autonomous. Usually sa mga saang bansa ba natin maano? Very good, Amerika. Ano pa? Saan? Europe, yes. American, European, Australian cultures were usually an individualistic culture. Bakit? Kasi 'di ba pag tungtong mo ng 18 sa Amerika or sa Europe, kailangan you have to move out of your parents' house. O yan, 'di ba? And individualistic culture, the social behavior tends to be dictated by the attitudes and preferences of individuals. Okay? Usually kasi in individualistic culture, ang ating idea is naka-center on ourselves, sa mga sarili natin. Okay? And in individualistic culture, personal liberties take precedence. Ibig sabihin, mas mahalaga yung personal preference mo over the preference of the group. Okay? And it gives emphasis on finding self-fulfillment. Okay? Ibig sabihin, sino na naghahanap ng self-fulfillment ngayon? Tayo mismo, ikaw mismo. Okay? As part or as an individual. And individualistic culture is mostly seen from the Western part of the globe. Ibig sabihin, usually from the European countries, from the American, yan, individualism mostly yung kanilang culture. And individualistic self, may tinatawag tayong individualistic self, that is under the individualistic culture, is, ang meaning nito is going into the world with the intention of, number one, living the life that you chose for yourself. Not your family chooses for you. Another one is that making your own life decision. That's part of your individualistic self. Next, acting up upon your own decisions and taking the responsibility for those actions or for those choices. Kasi, since ikaw lang naman ang nag-decide on your own, sino lang din ang magiging responsible for that action? Ikaw lang din mismo. So as individualistic self encourages independence and self-reliance. They encourages na hindi ka laging hihingi ng tulong with other people. So, hindi ka hihingi lagi ng tulong from yourself or from other people nga. So as one of the society's expectation to the individual is that meron kang individual freedom. You practice your individual freedom, like for example, pag magde-decide ka, ikaw lang mag-isa. You're going to decide for your own. And you have the ability to stand on your own without asking for the decisions or without consulting your dilemmas with other people. So aside from individualistic culture, meron tayong tinatawag na collectivist culture. Sa collectivist culture naman is it is an orientation characterized by belongingness to a group. So kapag sa individualistic culture, mag-isa lang tayo, sa collectivist culture, we are part of a group. Very good. And collectivist culture gives more emphasis to the loyalty to a group. So as in collectivist culture, they value collaboration over independence. Collaboration kanino? Very good, with the group. Next, communalism. Ibig sabihin, being part of a common group is a norm. And constructive interdependence. Pag sinabi natin interdependence, ibig sabihin, you are cohabiting with the world or with a group. Ibig sabihin, yung personal preferences mo ay maisasantabi because before ka mag-decide, kailangan mong hingin ang opinion ng mga nasa grupo. And conformity to the rules and norms na before ka mag-create ng decision, kailangan mo munang mag-conform sa norms, sa rules, and sa rules ng isang group. Okay? At the same time, nakakabuo tayo ng collective self with our collectivist culture. And collective self, it consists of those aspects of the self that are based on the membership in social groups or social categories. Ang collectivist culture, saan natin sila usually, or saan natin ito usually makikita? Saan? Saang mga bansa? If individualistic culture is usually seen with the European and American countries, how about the collectivist culture naman? Okay, Asian and African countries, yes. Tayo nga mga Pilipino, di ba? Patagalan, makipisan sa mga magulang. Mga ganon. And in collective self, the self exists as part of the group. Our self doesn't exist as an individual, but as a part of a group. In collective self, it creates strong bonds of unity within the group. And all decisions are group decisions. Ibig sabihin, with collectivist culture, hindi ka pwedeng mag-decide on your own. Kailangan mo ng oo, kailangan mo ng sagot from the other group of people. Next, at this point, we are bounded by the custom, traditions, and beliefs of the group. At the same time, our individual freedom is sacrifice. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwedeng mag-decide on your own. Kailangan mo na opinion from the members ng group. And you have to remember the formula for group survival is group decisions plus group goals plus essence of existence is equal to group survival. Na ibig sabihin, magsusurvive lang ang isang group kapag magkakasama ang group decision, group goals, at saka essence of existence. Kasi kapag ang isang grupo, hindi na nila kayang mag-decide as a group, ano mangyayari? Magugulo at the same time masisira sila. Yes. Magwawatak-watak ang isang grupo. Kung wala na ding essence, bakit nag-e-exist yung group na yon? Wala din yung group. 'Di ba? The group will cease to exist if yung mga component na nabanggit ko kanina ay mawala. Okay? Next. So, since we're talking about the collectivist culture, hindi mawawala yung tinatawag nating self from the Confucian thought. Si Confucius kasi, siya ay tinatawag ding Kong Zhongni ng China. And he is born in the period of Zhou Dynasty or Chu Dynasty. He grew up from a poor family, but he is from a scholarly descendant. Matatalino po yung kanyang mga ancestors. And he is also known as Master Kong, the great sage and teacher. And his philosophy is about the humanistic social philosophy. So humanistic social philosophy primarily focused on the human beings and the society he finds himself in. Ibig sabihin, even though you're an individual, you are still part of the group. And he considered society and its community na mahalaga ang isang grupo para sa kanya as a main source of values as a human being and as a society in general. Na according to Confucius, mag-work lang ang isang society or mag-work lang tayo as a part of a community kung susundin natin kung ano yung norms and expectations sa atin ng isang society. Next. Meron tayong tinatawag na Ren. Ren is the center of the philosophical concept of Confucianism. And Ren can be understood as human goodness that guides human actions, and going against Ren means abandoning what truly human is. Ibig sabihin, if hindi natin sinunod yung concept ng Ren in Confucianism or in Confucian thought, ibig sabihin, we are abandoning the humanity. We are abandoning yung purpose natin. Okay? Next, Ren can be realized from the following. Li, Xiao, and Yi. Li is about propriety. Okay? Xiao is about filiality. And Yi is about rightness. Okay? Okay. With Li, it talks about propriety, which is these are the rules that involve adherence to the rituals of the community. Ibig sabihin, even though you're an individual and you're still part of the community, kailangan mong sumunod sa rules and regulations, kailangan mong sumunod sa norms and expectations na meron ang society. And then, kailangan mo sumunod sa customs, sa ceremonies, sa traditions na meron ang isang society. Next, Li rejects selfish behavior. Okay? Na according to Li, kailangan mo paring tumanaw ng utang na loob. And Li cultivates the inner qualities of humanities. Li talks also about self-mastery, but Even though you are seeking for self-mastery, you should conform to the norms of humanity. Okay? Next. Confucius believes that everyone has duties and responsibilities. Na even though you're an individual, kailangan mo pa rin sundin kung ano yung duties and responsibilities mo with the society. Like for the following, kailangan nabuo yung tinatawag nating 5 relationships. Okay. In that 5 relationships, meron tayong tinatawag na father and son, ruler and subject, older and younger brothers, husband and wife, and friend and friend. Ibig sabihin, according to propriety or Lee, is that ang ating society ay binubuo ng iba't ibang hierarchies, at the same time, iba't ibang relationships. Next, aside from Lee, we have Xiao. Kung sino po dito yung naglalaro ng Genshin Impact, kung meron kayo character na Xiao, yung Xiao na character, is that dun sa isa sa kanyang mga profiles, meron dong nakalagay about family. And family or Xiao is about the virtue and reverence for the family. Na at the same time, even though we're part of a society, hindi natin kakalimutan kung ano yung ating pinagmulan, which is our family. Okay? Na pagbalik-balik ka rin man ng mundo daw, according to Confucianism, ay pamilya pa rin natin sila. That parents should be revered for the life that they had given with their child. Kailangan yung mga magulang daw matuto silang magpasalamat at maging masaya sa buhay na ibinigay nila sa atin. And the children should show respect to their parents by exerting effort to take care of themselves. Ibig sabihin, ikaw bilang anak, ang iyong responsibility ay alagaan ang sarili mo dahil inalagaan ka ng mga magulang mo. So as we have Yi. Yi is about rightness. And Yi, it is known as the right way of behaving. And rightness is unconditional and absolute. Na pagbalik-balik na rin mo man ang mundo, ang mali ay mali. Okay? And what does Yi wants to tell us? Right is right, and what is not right is wrong. Ibig sabihin, doon lang daw tayo palagi sa tama. One thing that you have to remember that in contemporary society, both individualistic and collective self may exist in a single individual, katulad na lang po ng nangyayari sa atin ngayon. These days, Filipino culture, hindi na lamang po collective self ang meron tayo. Meron na rin tayong individualistic self or individual characteristics na ina-apply natin in many ways. Yun nga lang still, mas lamang pa rin yung collective culture sa atin. And that is the result of influences and intermarriages between the people of the East and West so as influence na din sa atin ng malawak na mass media. Okay? So with that, do you have any questions regarding my discussion? Clarifications? Violent reaction? Kung wala na po, be ready with your activity na naka-upload sa Google Classroom.